Hey everybody, we're so excited to start again for another week of art and activities. Today we're going to talk about our art in the house artist, Wendy Kendrick. But remember, you made this beautiful art in the house box from our very first session. And you know, art in the house is brought to you by www.oaae.net. This is the people that sponsors us, and I keep them in the house because we're coming from our house to your house. So glad to be here. Remember when we made the fireworks on the back? I keep this so it can remind me of you every week. Today we're going to talk about a cool friend of mine named Wendy Kendrick. She's another artist from the artist family and that I call the Eastside Canon. And this coloring sheet you have in your packet will be like this. On one side you'll get the colors. And this is the one that we did for Wendy from coloring, but we're going to paint a demo today. And what's cool about Wendy, I like her work because it just makes me think of family. It makes me think of moms and children, and it's got a very warm feel. She used quilts and stuff for her work. And this thing tells you a little bit about her life. I'm going to take time to read it to you. I'm going to sit down, and maybe you can grab yours and pull it out and read it with me. But I'm going to start right, it's the same thing. I'll put it on this board so I can always have it around. And then I can tell my other friends about Miss Wendy. Her full name is Wendy Kendrick Wendy. She was born January 15, 1955 in Georgetown, Kentucky. When speaking on her life and work, Wendy says, making art can be best described as satisfying an inner craving of my heart to create things. Art is my breath, my dreams, my mind, my heart, my soul. Quite a bit of my art deals with the special bond women enjoy with one another. The bond we share as mothers, daughters, sisters, grandmothers, nieces, neighbors, and sister friends. It's about inner strength, nurturing, and sharing our spiritual journey. In 2010, she had a visit to East Africa, a country called Tanzania, as the U.S. delegate for Women Artists Exchange. It greatly impacted her life. Tanzania, I don't know what this word is. Tanzania is a it's Tintagantina art style and brazen mixing of patterns and women's clothing continues to influence her work. She also works with art in the house as well. And some of you guys know her, and now the rest of you guys and the people around the state is going to know who she is. What's cool about Wendy, I actually own one of her pieces. And she signs it WEPA. And she also has a website that's going to be on this place you can find. And I'm still working on a piece of hers right here that is not finished. It's almost finished, but it has some of her styles. She has, if you go to her website, she has something called Deal Me In. She has collages. She was inspired by Romir Bearden, who was a collage artist, and she has texture in her work. And she's one of the people that I get to work with and get to know personally and get to enjoy her art. And now today, we're gonna make something with her. One more thing, I went to the internet and found some things that are hers, and I really love the faces she does like this. They really are colorful. And the day I wore this orange hat, and my face mask was red because she is so full of warm colors. And then she adds these cool colors in there, and they just balance each other out like a colorful family of hues and shades and values and tints. I just love this. I drew the picture of Wendy, Miss Wendy Kendrick, and also Malik took the photograph when we had a staff meeting, and we snuck and surprised her with this. This is another piece of our art from the internet, and it tells you on here, art by WEPA. And that's short, an acronym for her whole name, I think. But this is a piece I just love the way it works. It's just so beautiful, so strong. So I tried to make this piece that I'm making of all the artists that I get to know and be a part of hers. So what I want to do, my favorite thing is to like use watercolor. After we did the nice, beautiful crayon version, I want to take my paint version. Now, like I told you before, I love to paint, and you guys got a tablecloth you can put down. Sometimes I use a spray bottle so I won't get my colors really, really, really muddy looking. And I'm gonna lay that down because it's trying to give me the perfection blues. You ever try to get something right that never goes right? Or it doesn't seem to go right? With Wendy, I think she has a nice yellow glow around her head. And I'm gonna just use some of this yellow and get the background with yellow. So these bird looking symbols is the Sankofa bird, and it's an adinkra symbol. And I think Miss Cat included that whole adinkra sheet in your package. You should have that this week. And we use that symbol as a symbol of returning to our neighborhood, returning to our roots, returning to our heritage, returning to our family, returning to the things we love. One thing I love is warm colors. One of my friends told me that not a lot of artists use orange, but I'm seeing orange more and more. But that was red, but it looks stronger than I need. So, you know, I have this paper towel here if I make my color too strong, and I have some water inside it here. Because with watercolors, you need a lot of water to make this color blend. I like the spray bottle, if you have a spray bottle, but don't spray each other, because sometimes in art class, everybody wants to, you know, it's hot outside and you think, but here I go. I miss you guys in classroom, so I'm thinking like you're in here, like I'm talking to you, like you're in this class with me, but in the Central Community House. But I am in your house right now. And for those who don't know, I've been teaching art in the house ever since it started in 2000, and I think 2006. So it's been around a little bit of a while. These little dots are in here. This little orange is in here. I'm just gonna show you how I paint. And I like to lay water down. If you saw me last week, I watercolored Miss Queen, who I also get to work with. Been really blessed, really especially honored to hang with these people. What's cool about this watercolor, the more water you put on it, the more it just seems to run. And one thing I like it to do, if I start really light and wash it in the skin, I can add, this will be a highlighted skin, and then I can come around with some water, some more of that brown. You can mix it in your tray if you want it thinner and wetter. You can put it under here. Now under the neck where a shadow would be, you would paint a little bit darker and let the water wash in. And sometimes I like to put yellows in. I like the water to overlap and spread around, let that warmth in her face show. And let me see, what do I need? What else do I need? I think that I need to use some of these blues in here for the people that she does. Those people that she paints, they're gonna have a little bit of blue, because every time I paint people in a blue, it's symbolic of their spiritual strength, their inner man, their inner person, their inner woman, their inner glow. I'm gonna use some of this green right here. And so what I like to do is go along the edge with the color and leave some of it. They're all gonna be matching green. So is Mama and her brother and her his sister. They're all going for some curry soup. You ever had curry soup? Well, I have. There's different versions of it. It's African curry, Asian curry, and American curry. They're all different, but they're all delicious when they're made with love. So right here is where I'm at with my colors. I need a little more purple in here because she's a regal royal woman, and I'm gonna put it in her glasses because when she goes out in that hot sun. Now I'm gonna get a different brush because I put a heavy load of purple over here, and I'm gonna add some more red around here and let the colors come in here, and then I'm gonna hit yellow down here one time, and I'm finished already. Look at that. It's gonna dry, and I'm gonna hang it up, and maybe I'll show Miss Wendy and see what she thinks. So it's so nice hanging with you today. Look forward to seeing you next week.